It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Indiana Pacers playing against the Minnesota Timberwolves at Target Center. For the Timberwolves, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. A chance tonight to see Jimmy Butler. Always a lot of talk about his defense, but Kenny, what makes him a cut above the rest in that area?
Oh, he has great footwork and lateral quickness for guys his size. You know, he's 6'5", 6'6". He has the ability to play inside, play outside, understands defensive positioning. Just a great all-around player.
How many times does Doctor don't have to correct you non-grammar
Man, that was a big yawn
people?
Right there, you know?
I said, how many times does Dr.
I apologize.
O'Neal...
Excuse me for yawning
Why?
Before your thing.
Oh.
How many times does Dr. O'Neal have to correct you non-grammar speaking people?
Why? What's wrong?
It's feet work, not footwork. But
Oh,
anyway,
my gosh.
his reach helps him cover extra ground, and he can pressure guys without fouling. Great feet work.
How do you keep from yawning if you feel like you got to yawn? Is there a way to not yawn?
Yes, there is.
What is it?
Stop being around boring people.
Yep, too late for that. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Hello and thanks for joining us, 2K Sports fans, for another exciting presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. We'll be catching up in a bit from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Last outing for Minnesota, they won that game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And sometimes in that hostile environment, it is hard to stay true to who you are. But give them credit, they did, especially on offense.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, a testament to how level-headed this group is. Nice job executing on the offensive end of the floor.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, guys, Victor Oladipo trained with Dwayne Wade heading into last season. Now, Wade says, we talked about not knowing the path of your career. Don't put limitations on yourself. The result for Oladipo was an all-star appearance. Kevin?
He's definitely on an upward trajectory, D.A. Thank you. Doors when the light finally goes on for a young guy. So fun to watch. Younger players who've got all the talent and all the world right in front of them, but yet haven't put it all together just quite yet.
It's amazing to me how quickly we can give up on a young guy who maybe doesn't find success right out of the gate. But the reality is you have to remember, player development is the lifeblood of this league, maybe now more than ever with the current state of the salary cap. So a little patience as a fan base goes a long, long way.
Mm-hmm. And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And so in the game for the Pacers. Down low, it's Young and Turner. Filling out the wings, it's Oladipo and Bogdanovic. And it's Collison in at point guard. Teague with the ball, picked up by Collison. Gibson the screen. And Rose, wide open, he shoots. And against the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
Collison, the pass to Young. Back to Collison. Screen by Young. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls up on the elbow. Can't hit that one. And Minnesota now the other way. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
Yeah, it should be an interesting matchup tonight. These two teams will only face off twice all season.
Well, so you want to make these opportunities count, right? Since they don't see each other often, it's going to be an intriguing battle.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Gibson. Here's Collison. 11 points for him in that last game against Brooklyn.
Yeah, I was also struck by how well he shared the basketball. He created a lot of easy buckets with that passing ability.
Now here's Teague following the miss by Miles Turner. Teague kicks to Rose. Pass to Towns. And it's sent back by Turner.
How about Turner's ability to anticipate when the shooter's going to release? Couldn't be better at timing his rejections.
Here's Young. That shot misses. Great D that time from Gibson. Rose goes in. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
Boy, seizing control right away. Send a message on that possession.
And unfortunately, injuries will always be the concern with Derrick Rose. Still loves the game of basketball, knows he is limited compared to what he once was. Amazing with all he's fought through, he can still perform at such a high level.
Free throw drops for Rose. And with Rose, as you said, his love of the game is still there. He still wants to play.
I mean, many players would have just walked away from having their body betray him. But Rose said last season he loves what he gets to do and still would be a water boy if he had to. You have to admire Rose's attitude and approach in that regard.
And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his first foul. For Indiana, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. It's Bogdanovich on the wing.
Well, Wiggins' raw athleticism is going to make him versatile enough to guard a number of positions.
Teague the pass to Rose. Gibson dishes to Rose. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, now you're going to have to tone down the level of aggressiveness on the defensive end. That's his second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
And Indiana making a change here. Evans is checked in. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. The Timberwolves again can't hit. It's stolen by Teague. Rose kicks to Wiggins. Misses the 3. Pacers trail by 3. Outside Collison, trying to get back on track. They get the rebound. Evans passes to Turner. Wide open shot is on the money.
Well, Miles Turner has earned the trust of his coaches. He's got the green light in these catch and shoot opportunities.
There's a good screen. And Gibson kicks to Towns. Shoots over Turner. And it's Towns missing. The Pacers shooting in the early going here. Pretty dreadful, 22%. The shot's good from Evans.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovich, showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Tyreke Evans not the biggest free agent this past offseason, but Greg, many teams vied for his services.
Pacers were able to win out, and he should be a good fit. Can act as another playmaker and ball handler for the team. Turned down playing with the Warriors, Lakers, and Thunder to come to this Indiana squad.
The Timberwolves have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Teague kicks to Towns. Back to Teague. Kicks it out to Gibson. Off the left rim and out.
Now, great look on that. Just a little out of rhythm.
Yeah, he looked like he forced that a little bit. Just needs to take his time. Got to make these shots right now.
Timberwolves trail. Outside Teague. Towns a screen on Collison. Here's Rose. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. That's 7 points for Derrick Rose.
I'll tell you, that's good defense. But Rose with the better shot-making ability, living it up on the interior.
The shot by Turner, no good.
Well, despite his struggles from the field in this period, you know he's going to keep asking for the basketball.
Gibson passes to Towns. Shoots over Turner. And that one's good. Towns.
On the catch and shoot, just so relaxed. Almost looks like Towns is playing a game of horse out there.
Collison kicks to Turner. Knocked away. It's stolen by Rose. A finish. And Rose throws it down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
Here's Evans, and the layup falls. Evans has got his second bucket of the game to go.
You can see Turner evolving as a passer. He wants to set his teammates up. That's a pretty look.
Teague against Collison. Rose passes to Wiggins. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a win against Brooklyn.
Yeah, and anytime you can get the looks they got and have the ability to shoot it like they do, that is a lethal combination.
Well, Greg, how about the field goal percentage and how impressive that was? They seem to be knocking everything down.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Teague kicks to Wiggins. Makes it off the glass.
A good score inside for a three-man. I mean, Wiggins can beat you with his back to the basket or facing up.
The pass to Turner. Turner with the screen. Thaddeus Young on the wing. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Tolliver comes in for Taj Gibson. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Jeff Teague. The Pacers also with a sub. Corey Joseph's checked in for Darren Collison. Now here's Evans. He's coming off a 13-point game against Brooklyn. And the rejection by Towns.
A terrific effort by Towns. Sticks with the play and sends it back.
The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Gorgie Dangs checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. T.J. Leafs checked in for the Pacers. McDermott comes in for Bogdanovich. Now here's Jones. Outside Rose. And Zhang kicks to Wiggins. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Well, you think about Andrew Wiggins, guys, signing that max deal in 2017. The Timberwolves ownership, though, wanted to sit down with Wiggins to hear him commit to being a better player. Pretty unusual stuff.
And the first one drops. And on the heels of that contract extension, all of Andrew Wiggins' shooting percentages fell last season. Doris, you think a cause for concern for the Timberwolves?
Well, I think obviously, Kevin, anytime you've committed almost $30 million a season to one guy, the expectations are going to be sky high. For me, Andrew Wiggins needs to just stay consistent. We are talking about a guy with elite athleticism, plenty to take advantage on the offensive end. It's a question for me of, does Andrew Wiggins want to be great? Because the potential is there.
That's tipped out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession.
Yeah, looking now at some numbers for Evans. He had a strong showing last season. He was around 19 points a game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And it's always nice to be able to bring a shooter like him off the bench.
Well, hard to win if you can't get points productivity, and that's what makes this guy valuable to that second unit.
2 on the clock. Fires from 14. Rebound by Zhang.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Jones, the pass to Zhang. Back to Jones. Here's the screen. Off the screen. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Yeah, coming off that screen, wide open, just can't convert.
And I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was solid. The execution just fell a little bit short on the shot. The defense making it way too easy for him on that jump shot. He'll take that all night.
Pass to Zhang. Screen by Jones. Zhang dishes to Wiggins. Over Joseph. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
That gives them the lead. And the Pacers lead by 1.
Now, Corey Joseph, because of his size, has to be crafty around the cup. That's pretty.
Zhang, a screen. Jones kicks to Zhang. Plenty of space. Buries the jump shot. Zhang's got his first 2 points of the night. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now, here's Sabonis. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Over Zhang. Sabonis, no good. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Jones, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, think about the Minnesota native Tyus Jones. His poise at the point guard spot is what stands out to me, guys. Here's a terrific IQ and an unbelievable sense for how to run a team. Tyus Jones, we're just getting the best of him now.
And he makes the first. And Tyus Jones, Doris, won a national championship at Duke. He was the outstanding player in the Final Four, but only the 24th pick in 2015. What caused him to slip?
Well, I think one of the questions you had was athletically, could he match up at the point guard position in today's NBA? But I think what you absolutely love about Tyus Jones, just as you stated, he won a national championship. This guy has been a winner. And I think his skill level, the intangibles, his ability to run a team, there's a lot to like about this young man's game.
Sabonis, no good.
He does everything right except drain the shot.
Okogie. Sabonis grabs the board. Pacers trail by 3. Now running up the court, Evans trying to push it up. Here's Leaf. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
You know, everyone on the floor needs some level of playmaking skill, Doris. Who are your picks for bigs who can really share the ball? Good passers among the big men.
Yeah, one of my favorite players in the NBA to watch is Nikola Jokic, because his vision, his desire to share the basketball, his ability to see not one action ahead, but sometimes 2 actions ahead is really remarkable for a man of his size. You look at somebody like Draymond Green, who is absolutely critical to the success of the Golden State Warriors on the offensive end of the floor. He can take it off the window, he can dribble it in transition, and in full speed make decisions going second by second that are really, really impressive.
Thread passes, do such a great job with the ball. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, the Timberwolves last year finally broke through that 14-year playoff drought, but they made it very clear that's not enough. This is a team with much bigger aspirations.
Here is Tolliver looking for his first basket still in this one. Nunley's shot is good, and the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Pacers shooting 33% here in the first quarter. And the Timberwolves, Doris, plan to be aggressive, getting bounced in the first round. Not going to satisfy them.
They've made it clear they want deep playoff runs and a chance to compete for titles. To do that, they understand they'll need to get a lot better.
Joseph, the pass to Sabonis. Back to Joseph. 6 to shoot. Sabonis' screen on Jones. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. You know, Doris, wherever Corey Joseph has gone, he has always found himself a role.
Well, Kevin, I think it helps that he does not have a big weakness to his game, and Corey Joseph has proven he can knock down open shots, and he does everything at a very solid level.
Taj Gibson's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Well, what I like about Corey Joseph is this guy will give you a little bit of everything. Perhaps most importantly, guys, you know he's going to play consistently good defense.
Here's Nunley. Okogie covered by Evans. Sabonis grabs the board. Indiana trailing here. Pass to Evans. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter. That one's in, only his fourth make against 9 total shots.
Boy, what a quarter for this guy. Just give him the basketball and get out of the way.
There's a screen. There's the dish to Gibson. Okogie covered by Evans. Okogie, Pacers with the rebound. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds in this game. McDermott kicks to Joseph. Indiana moving the ball around. And here's Evans outside. Hits it from 3-point range. And it's a 4-point Pacer lead.
I'll tell you, this guy will not stop pouring it on. It doesn't matter what approach they've tried to use against him. He has had an answer for everything.
Now here's Jones. To end the run. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, the big man, Taj Gibson, pretty assist there, Kevin.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Evans. Unloads from 13. The rebound by Gibson. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Nunley passes to Tolliver. No good on the triple. The Pacers shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Now here's Evans. 13 points in the game. With 1 on the clock. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Pacers lead by 2. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. One of the most high-powered scorers in the game, Karl Anthony Towns, knows it's important to keep his teammates involved.
You know, everyone has to get some of the sugar, you know, so making sure you're not just being a ball hog. So I'm just always trying to make sure that I'm taking wide open shots that I think everyone on the team would love for me to take if I have the opportunity. But also at the end of the day, making sure everyone gets a chance to be in the candy shop.
Well, when you're attracting, Greg, all that defensive attention, it creates opportunities for your teammates.
And Towns wants to win big. To do that, though, it's not enough to get numbers. You've got to make your teammates better as well.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Yeah, getting an early boost from the bench, that's been the difference here so far.
Boy, the bench has been sensational. They've come in, run the offense, and are capitalizing on all opportunities.
On the court for Indiana, they've got Corey Joseph. McDermott is out there with Leaf. Then it's Sabonis, and it's Oladipo in at the shooting guard. Now, here's Oladipo. He had 22 points in the win against Brooklyn.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Towns is checked in. And Indiana shooting poorly, just 35% so far. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul. Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Jones. Then for the Pacers, Bogdanovich, he's checked in for McDermott. And it's Collison in for Corey Joseph. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Collison kicks to Sabonis. Oladipo for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Oladipo's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Teague against Collison. Here's the screen. Inside, it's taken away by Collison. And a fast break now for the Pacers. But they get it back. Oladipo outside. The pass to Collison. Pass to Leaf. Got a piece of it. Here's Oladipo. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight.
I think the one constant with Tom Thibodeau is you can always hear his voice the entire game. Doesn't matter if you're up 20 or down 20, you will hear Tom Thibodeau on the sideline.
Minnesota with the ball. The Pacers making the shot. No good there. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Oladipo outside. He kicks to Collison. Clock at 6. They set the pick. On its way from Oladipo for 2. Misses off the right iron. And hearing Coach Tom Thibodeau, some have described his voice as part growl, part bark.
He's very intense, Kevin, and I think the one thing you know about Tom Thibodeau, he likes to say, there is a price to pay. It's all about the work you put in.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Tolliver for 3. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
You simply can't give him that. You have to fight through the screen and at least get a hand in the face of the shooter.
Now here's Oladipo. Back to Sabonis. Again, Indiana.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
They set the pick. Gibson passes to Nunley. Timberwolves passing it around. Collison against T. Great D that time from Collison. Kicks to T. Outside Gibson. Gibson the screen. Outside Teague. To the paint. Here's Towns. It's tipped.
Improving on the defensive end as well. Domantas Sabonis getting tenacious there with the block shot.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Yeah, a big change of possession in a tight ball game. We'll see if they've seized the momentum.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And to me, throughout his career, Darren Collison has always been smart about shot selection, right? He is very choosy about when to call his own number, and that results in great shooting percentages for him year after year.
Turner's checked in for Indiana. Young comes in for relief. Timberwolves trail by 6. Outside Teague. He dishes it to Towns, shoots over Turner, and the rebound goes to the Pacers. And Collison in the last few seasons has stepped up his scoring from beyond the arc.
Look, Kevin, any team would love to have a 40% shooter from distance, right? So very few guards in the NBA can say they've done it 3 straight years. Darren Collison is one of those guys.
They get it back. Turner.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Rose kicks to Towns. Back to Rose. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Doris, statistically, today's game is picked apart by so many different ways. But for you, what are the statistical areas that you are most interested in?
Well, I think one of the things that can be undervalued, particularly from the defensive side of the ball, are things like deflections or charges taken or even shots contested. And I say those things, Kevin, because deflections force an offense to restart. Charges taken gets a possession for your team. And shots contested affects, obviously, the field goal percentage of the team you're guarding. So it's all of those little defensive stats that you really have to track and be monitoring to understand the value that they have on winning.
Very interesting. This Pacers team can be suffocating at times on the defensive end.
Well, it starts at the point of attack because this is a group that loves to pester the ball handler. How about last year, those Pacers were second in the league in turnover percentage on defense.
Turner passes to Young. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one is on Towns. And for his whole career, Thaddeus Young has been a player not afraid, Greg, of attacking defenders head on.
Young has such a great first burst of speed. He really is a handful to deal with. He gets a lot of transition buckets that way, and in the half court can set up teammates by creating space. In the latter part of his career, I think he's taken on more of a vocal leadership role as well.
Well, there's so much value in how Jeff Teague runs an offense. He's got great speed. He plays hard on both ends of the floor. I think any organization would be lucky to have this guy.
And so Teague hits 2 free throws. Jeff Teague replacing Ricky Rubio at the point guard position for the Timberwolves. Doris, did you like that change?
You know what I did, Kevin? They're drastically different players. Rubio probably the better defensive player, definitely the more prolific passer, but the shooting was always an issue. Where with Teague, you get a guy who can knock down three-point shots, and he's one of the best point guards in the league at dribble driving into the paint and getting some action off that.
Here's Teague following the score by Miles Turner. Tries it from the top of the key. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Towns.
Well, a point guard must understand window of opportunity, and Jeff Teague specializes in exactly that.
Now here's Collison. Oladipo dishes to Turner, and it's Turner finishing it off.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Towns down low. Turner covering. And Towns throws it down.
Don't you love how Towns' hands are always ready to receive the pass? Terrific job on the pick and roll.
Screen by Young. Oh, Turner in position. Towns with the steal. Wiggins left side. Here's Jang, the shake, and finished off by Jang.
Yeah, you can't afford to let Gorgui Zhang float around on the offensive glass. He's going to find a way to hurt you.
For Indiana, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Collison kicks to Oladipo. Turner with the screen. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Oladipo's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
To the wing on the left. Here's Towns to the left side wing. Teague the pass to Towns. There's the screen off the pick. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Bogdanovich has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Collison. Rebound Minnesota. And here's Wiggins. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Dallas. They get a hand on it, and so the ball out of bounds. Collison touched it last. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Third is Miles Turner.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Well, he's got the wide shoulders, the natural balance. Andrew Wiggins taking the hit and finishing.
Turner with the screen. And Oladipo kicks to Turner. Back to Oladipo. Just 5 on the clock. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
As long as they can hang on to this lead, he won't have to answer for what's been an off night for him.
Teague dishes to Wiggins. Rose passes to Jang. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Jang's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves. Pacers have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter. A nice efficient 50%. Collison kicks to Bogdanovich. Screen by Young. Back to Collison. Passes to Turner. Outside Bogdanovich. Drops in the tray. Bogdanovich has got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, you love to see Bogdanovich stroke that deep ball. What an accomplished scorer from distance.
Minnesota calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Some changes for Indiana. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Evans comes in for Oladipo. And it's Joseph in for Darren Collison. Now here's Jones. Here's Rose. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
I'd say he gets on a roll, you better watch out. Rose is having a tremendous night. He's been relentless attacking.
And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. And Joseph kicks to Turner. Some nice passing here by Indiana. It's Evans on the wing. He's covered by Rose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Near the three-point line, it's Joseph. That one a little long. The Timberwolves trail. Okogie, he's covered by Joseph. The rebound by Turner. Indiana's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Joseph against Jones. Joseph, the pass to Evans. Turner with the screen for Evans. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And here's Joseph for 3. Rebound by Rose. Minnesota shooting 53% in the second quarter. Good ball movement, yielding good looks. And Jones has it in the corner. Over Joseph. Jones, no luck. Indiana's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And that one hits back iron.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And here's Rose outside. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Saturday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And you know, for that Knicks game, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches. And this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
The Pacers have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Joseph.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Young. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
I think the trade for Jimmy Butler and other veteran signings accelerated the Wolves' rebuild. They are in much more of a win-now mentality.
Rose kicks to Zhang. And finished off by Zhang.
Kevin, the vision by Rose, right? Hits the open man. He's creating for others, and this guy is so tough to deal with.
Indiana leading. Evans passes to Turner. Sabonis with the ball. Over Wiggins. Can't connect from 14 feet out. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Indiana's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Rose dishes to Wiggins. And it's good off the back rim and in. Wiggins has got it all tied up now for Minnesota.
Well, the mid-range game right now on point for Andrew Wiggins, doing work.
Pass to Joseph. From deep three-point range, no good, trying to beat the buzzer. Tie game in Minnesota. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Derek, how's it feel to be back on the floor again?
It feels good, man, especially playing with my teammates. We have new teammates. We're just trying to come out here and just play hard and compete.
Good to see you back out here, Derek. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. An outstanding first quarter for Derrick Rose. He had 13 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, their ball movement was phenomenal. Now, they're in good position to win this game, in large in part because of those assists. And this is the thing, Ernie. When you win as a team, you feel better about everything that happens.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
Well, they shot under 40% in the half. That tells the story right there. The defense deserves some credit for disrupting them a little bit, but they need to counteract with more creativity on offense. Few isolations, more movement, better shot selection.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
We come back to Minnesota now with a striking look at the 10th Avenue Bridge, downtown Minneapolis, off in the distance. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
You know, I think, Greg, they never settled for the first look. It was always about, let's get the best shot possible. Really good judgment on the offensive end.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Wiggins at small forward with Gibson at the 4. Derrick Rose is out there with Teague, and it's Jang in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Now here's Gibson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game, and finished off by Collison.
Well, a solid defender. You love seeing Collison take risks on the defensive end and come up with these steals.
Here's Teague, following the score by Indiana. Back to Rose. And Gibson kicks to Teague. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Indiana's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game. Towns, he's checked in for Minnesota. Minnesota on D. Oladipo, the pass to Collison. Rose against Oladipo. Turner trying to free himself up. Oladipo misses.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it. And Andrew Wiggins, the #1 overall pick back in 14. Great bloodlines, the son of pro athletes. The game just seems to come easy to him.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Two shots.
That free throw, no good. You know, Greg, the game comes so easy to Wiggins, but some say he needs to be more assertive, more aggressive. Do you see that?
I mean, high expectations for a player that was taken first overall. The length and athleticism should enable him to impact the game in so many ways, but, you know, his motor doesn't always rev high enough to take advantage.
Well, getting to the line at will nowadays. Wiggins wanting to improve his free throw percentage.
They set the screen. Collison with it, picked up by Teague. Here's Turner. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Rose. They get it again. Here's Wiggins, and it's sent back by Turner. Collison inside. Teague covering. Collison, no good.
Well, I don't like their energy level since the break, right? They've missed 3 of their first 4 shots.
Here's Wiggins, and he drops it in from the low post. Wiggins has got 11.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his first foul. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's foul number 2 for him. And for 3, Collison.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Wiggins drives in.
Well, no one rotates over. Andrew Wiggins makes them look silly at the rim.
Pacers trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Oladipo kicks to Collison. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 4 assists now tonight. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Teague against Turner. And again, Andrew Wiggins. Wiggins has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Turner with the screen. The 10-footer. The kick out to Oladipo. Now the pass to Collison. Oladipo with a screen on Teague. Collison, the pass to Oladipo, and he lays it straight in. He's got 7.
Well, you can tell that over time, Oladipo has gained more and more confidence in his scoring ability, especially that close to the 10.
To the middle, stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Outside, Bogdanovich. Teardrop shot, and the layup is up and in. Bogdanovich has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
I'll tell you, the floater is a shot that takes great touch, but that one looks pretty leaving his fingertips.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Collison kicks to Oladipo. There's the pick. And the rejection by Towns. Outside Teague. Pass to Rose. Towns, the screen. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It's on Thaddeus Young.
What you love about Taj Gibson is his leadership. This guy is an intelligent, ferocious competitor who plays his role to a T.
2 shots.
That's good from Gibson. And Greg, what's not to like about Taj Gibson?
I mean, he's a hard worker defensively, finishes well inside, he's got the mid-range shooting touch. But what I like most, really, his unselfishness. He started, came off the bench, no complaints. This is a guy that just wants to win.
Leaf checked in for Indiana, and both free throws good from Gibson. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Outside Collison. Down low. Here's Nunley to the inside. Here's Tolliver outside Towns. They get it back. Second chance shot. Tolliver with the bucket. Tolliver's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Turner with the screen. to the inside. Shoots over Towns. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Towns with the steal. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Collison dishes to Oladipo. Back to Collison. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for the Pacers.
And it's been pretty even between the bigs and smalls here. With the game still in question, we'll see which of these guys can take another step to take over the game.
Now here's Teague. Passes it to Nunley. It's stolen by Oladipo. Here's Collison. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And you can tell, to me, that Darren Collison's teammates respect him. This guy is such a solid floor general, and he'll embrace the opportunity to be a leader if you'll follow him.
First free throw is good.
How about the Indiana Pacers last year? There were so many that predicted them to be a lottery candidate, and instead they end up with 48 wins, finishes the 5th seed in the East. Woo-hoo, what a year.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Jones is checked in. The Pacers also with a sub. Sabonis is checked in.
There's that accurate touch of his at the stripe. He is locked in.
Collison against Jones. Here's Towns. Timberwolves keep it alive. Gibson passes to Towns. It's on target from the high post. Towns has got the lead up to 6 now for the Timberwolves.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns has a mid-range game. You'll see him in the low post from 3 and in between, like there.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's got 7. The kick out to Collison. Back to Sabonis. Indiana moving the ball around. Shots good by Leaf.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
And Doris, the Pacers were one of last season's biggest surprises.
How about they took LeBron and the Cleveland Cavaliers to a Game 7 in the first round? That's the first time a team has ever taken LeBron to Game 7 in the opening round of the playoffs. Yes, they lost, but what a great learning experience for a young team. I'll tell you, he's not going to get in his coach's good graces if he's missing wide open looks like that.
Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Wow, strong drive by Cat. What an incredible addition he is to this league.
Pacers trail by 6. Collison kicks to Sabonis. Back to Collison. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You know, when you think of Darren Collison, I think of a smart point guard. Had 2 seasons playing understudy to Chris Paul in both New Orleans and L.A. Similar type of players who are very efficient and just gets the job done.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Leaf. Evans comes in for Young, and it's Joseph in for Oladipo. And he gets the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And with Collison and Greg, how he plays, when he's off the floor, you notice.
I mean, things just don't seem to run as smoothly when he's not at the helm. Finds that balance between creating for himself and others, selective with his shots, and truly a complete guard, even if he doesn't do a lot of those flashy things.
Sinks the triple.
He has certainly done his part this period. Just needs to get a little more help from his teammates.
Okogie, he's covered by Collison. Here's Towns. Okogie, foul on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Zhang's checked in. Karl Anthony Towns, a tremendously talented scorer, but Dorsey came into the league billed as a potentially foundational defensive player.
And that's interesting, Kevin, because that's the end of the floor where he has work to do. You know, there's so much asked of today's centers. But with mentors like Kevin Garnett, Taj Gibson, Jimmy Butler, you know he's getting the right advice. And boy, what a gifted offensive player Karl Anthony Towns is.
The first one falls.
To me, one of the great strengths of this Pacers team is their depth. A year ago, 12 different players averaged double-digit minutes. So when you think about depth and unselfishness, they are at the very core of what this team does.
And both free throws good for Evans. And Doris, that unselfish play on the court, it translates off the court too. The whole team cheers each other on.
We talk about that elusive quality of chemistry, Kevin, and the Pacers exceeded expectations in part due to the great chemistry this team has. The team plays in a way that it's easy to cheer for each other, and the fans absolutely love this current group.
Evans gets the rebound. Pacers trail by 5. To the inside, and Evans throws it down hard.
I'll tell you, a terrific read from Corey Joseph. He recognizes the overcommitment of the defense and takes advantage.
Kicks to Zhang. Here's Nunley, covered by Evans. Nunley's shot is good. He's got 6.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pacers have gone 7 for 16 the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Sabonis sets the pick for Evans. Screen by Sabonis. Using the screen, Evans. But they get it back.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Free throw good. Joseph. Bogdanovich is checked in for the Pacers. And Joseph drops them both. Timberwolves leading by 3. Jones with it. Zhang, the pass to Jones. Here's the screen. Lets it go from deep. Nunley can't get it to go.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Here's Joseph. Yep, that one goes in there. Joseph's got 9 points.
Now, Corey Joseph does not lack for confidence on the interior. Don't let the size fool you. The frame, the game, it's all there.
Here's Jones. The shot from the low post is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 3. Indiana's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. And Joseph kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Joseph. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Tyus Jones. And that one misses. And Doris, the Wolves, a lot of promise, but how do they deliver?
I think Tom Thibodeau says it best, Kevin. It's the little things. The magic is actually in the work you put in every day. No shortcuts, no easy way out. There's a price to be paid for winning in the NBA.
Andrew Wiggins is checked in for the Timberwolves. And the second free throw, good. Now Jones, 6 points for him. 1:15 left in the third. And Zhang kicks to Wiggins. Zhang a screen. Wiggins dishes to Zhang. Just 5 to shoot. Over Sabonis. Zhang, no luck.
Boy, it's tough to see how he misses that one. I don't think the defense was all that tight on him.
Bogdanovich against Wiggins for the tie. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
Now here's Jones. Dishes it to Tolliver. Shoots over McDermott. Tolliver with the bucket. Tolliver's got 4 points in the quarter. Pacers trail by 4. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Evans setting the pick for Joseph. To the middle. Here's Sabonis. Tries again, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Sabonis. Here's Rose. He's got 13. He kicks it to Wiggins. Over Bogdanovich. Drilled it right as the clock hit all zeros.
Wow, what a clutch shot. He's got nerves of steel.
Woo! Got separation, lined it up perfectly, and put it right in their eye.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Timberwolves ahead, up by 6. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Now, Greg, he's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. A terrific game so far. Pacers trail by 6 on the court for Indiana. Joseph at point, and he teams up with Evans in the backcourt. Miles Turner out there with McDermott, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward. Nate McMillan, Doris, a longtime coach in the NBA, has done his part in this Indiana Pacers rebuild.
Well, I think the first thing that Nate had to handle was the turmoil of the team after the Paul George deal, right? So he empowers a young core, and he deserves a ton of credit in the surprisingly good season the Pacers had.
That's good from Evans. And both free throws good for Tyreke Evans.
Well, you think about the Minnesota Timberwolves becoming one of the premier offensive teams in the league. They have a huge advantage in free throw attempts and limiting turnovers. 2 things that have really set this group apart.
And as long as he retains that great explosion in his legs, Derrick Rose will be a factor around the rim.
1-on-1 here. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich. And Doris, you look at the Wolves offense. Have they maxed out how good they can be?
I think one area they have to look at is in this age of the three-pointer, they were one of the league's lowest in three-point attempts. To me, they've got to boost that number, and I think they also need to look to attack in transition. They've certainly got enough weapons.
That free throw, no good. Jeff Teague, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Good on the second free throw. Now here's Evans. Inside, it's Bogdanovich on the wing. McDermott passes to Evans. Turner with a screen on Rose. Stripped away. And oh, here we go. Rose, nobody back. Chalk up 2 there. Rose has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's kept them in balance tonight. This guy's shooting has put them in front.
Evans outside. Rose against Joseph. Turner with a screen on Rose. Joseph. Rebound by Jang. Jang's got 4 rebounds in this game. Over Joseph. Teague can't hit.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Evans against Rose. Evans outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bogdanovich. Rebound by Jang. Jang's got 5 rebounds tonight. Tolliver, no luck. Pacers trail by 9. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
You know, Bogdanovich, a guy who has moved around a little bit the last few seasons. But you wonder, has he found a home with Indiana? This guy steps right into the wing, gives them great production from the 3.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Anthony Tolliver. The Pacers also changing it up. Young comes in for McDermott, and it's Victor Oladipo in for Evans. Now here's Teague. Wiggins outside. Back to Jang. Shoots over Turner from 12 feet out. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Doris, for Bogdanovich, perhaps the biggest help he provided was his improved defense.
Well, let's remember this about Bogdanovich. Early in his career, it kept him off the floor. And he flat decided, I want to be in the lineup when it's closing time, and made a real commitment to being better defensively.
Now, here's Oladipo. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And Bogdanovich kicks to Oladipo. Turner with a screen on Rose. Oladipo, the pass to Bogdanovich. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 6 assists now in the game. Teague against Joseph. And oh, here we go. Joseph's got it. The fast break chance. Turner dishes to Joseph. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Teague. Here's Gibson. Good work defensively by Turner. Pacers trail by 4. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. And the Pacers another 3.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the 4th quarter for them. Jang, a screen. T kicks to Rose. Pass to Wiggins. Over Bogdanovich. And it's off the back rim. No good. Now the Pacers with it. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Oladipo, good. And guys, here in the 4th quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Minnesota calls timeout.
See, I love the way Miles Turner plays on both ends of the floor. I know his numbers don't necessarily jump out of the page for you. This guy is so disruptive, though, guarding the paint for his team.
Towns, he's checked in for Gorgie Dang. In Indiana with a change here, too. Collison's out there. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Kevin is trying to keep him focused.
Okay, David, thanks. Now, here's Bogdanovich following the miss by Derrick Rose. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. And it's a 3-point Indiana lead. And for Turner, he has shown he's one of the better shot blockers in the NBA.
Well, Kev, he's got incredible wingspan that seems to let him get to everything. He's got incredible timing when drivers are coming into the paint. I think the more minutes this guy gets, the more of a chance he has to lead the league in blocks.
Now, here's Bogdanovich after the miss from Karl Anthony Towns. And that one's good. Wiggins
What a turnaround in the second half. So much more accurate overall.
Teague against Collison. Turner passes to Collison. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Young, a screen on Teague. Just 5 to shoot. Young left side. Over Teague. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Well, fantastic shooting. A guy who drains these mid-range jumpers consistently. Thaddeus Young feeling good right now.
Teague dishes to Rose. To the left wing. Towns, the pass to Rose. Oladipo with the block. And Bogdanovich kicks to Young. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. They'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks. Timberwolves trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
18 feet out. Here's Gibson, a second chance effort. The shot, no good. Nice D from Oladipo. All sorts of time. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Collison's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, it's a difficult guard contending with Victor Oladipo because this guy is prepared on the catch to make a shot.
Now here's Towns. There's the pass to Wiggins. Towns against Turner. Teague the pass to Gibson. Tries a 3. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Jeff Teague.
Well, this is the guy you want taking these shots, Kevin. Teague doesn't rush. He keeps his composure and delivers.
Now here's Oladipo. Back to Collison. Turner with the screen. Oladipo, the pass to Turner. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Here's Oladipo, and the Pacers tack on 2 more. Here's Rose. Towns, the screen. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, the knee issues robbed Derrick Rose of some of his athleticism, but maybe more importantly, he lost that development time. Still a big-time player, though, every time he takes the floor.
It's not often that you can land a franchise player via trade, but that's what the Pacers were able to do with Victor Oladipo.
And now the question becomes for Indiana, how do you build around Victor Oladipo, right? The front office has done a great job the last few seasons collecting talent. They continue to add shooting on the perimeter to help space the floor, and now you're starting to see some inside scoring threats develop. This is an interesting organization.
Now here's Oladipo. Turner with a screen on Rose. It's stolen by Rose. Now here's Rose, the fast break opportunity. And he makes good on the layup. Rose has got 19 points.
Kev, how about the body control from Rose? Took it right at the defender and got it to go.
Collison against Teague. Collison dishes to Oladipo. Over Rose. Oladipo misses. Timberwolves trail. Wiggins with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Young sets a screen for Bogdanovich. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Oladipo against Rose. And Oladipo kicks to Collison. Turner with a screen on Teague. Collison the pass to Bogdanovich. They set the pick. 4 on the clock. Here's Turner. No good on that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. Pass to Wiggins. The shot from the low post is good. Wiggins has got 16 points here in the second half.
Well, plenty of energy left for key situations. The young Andrew Wiggins, determined.
And so the ball out of bounds. Collison touched it last.
Well, he just gets ahead of himself and throws it away, right? You've got to have better focus than that.
Oladipo against Rose. Gibson the screen. Outside Rose. The feed to Gibson. Young with the steal. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Covered by Wiggins. Screen by Young. Collison kicks to Young. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Teague. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
I think that's a case of nerves right there, guys. That was a pretty bad decision.
Teague against Collison. Back to Oladipo. He feeds it to Young. And so the Timberwolves with another turnover. Tipped away to tie it up. A nice shot by Teague. Teague's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
Kevin, there's a reason the ball is in Jeff Teague's hands at these moments. Big moment, time to step up.
Oladipo goes in. And the rejection by Towns. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Minnesota shooting about 40% here in the fourth quarter. Wiggins. And Gibson kicks to Wiggins. Young with the steal. Bogdanovich against Wiggins. It's Oladipo on the wing. Feeds it to Young. Outside Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. Turner with a screen on Wiggins. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Here's Rose. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
And Derrick Rose, the former #1 overall pick in 08, one of the most athletically gifted point guards the league has ever seen.
So the first one drops, and that gives them the lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Well, this game has the feel that it could come down to the wire, so that is just the kind of success they need to have at the foul line.
Timeout called the Pacers. They're down by 2. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And when he's been on the floor, it has been a clinic in rim protection and shot blocking. He's played the defense of 3 men tonight. His block total has gotten to a point you almost never see in an NBA game.
Up top, Oladipo. He's covered by Rose. Young against Gibson. Young left side. And the Pacers can't get it to go. So it's Minnesota now. The lead is 2. Towns down low. He's against Turner. Outside Teague. Passes to Wiggins. Over Bogdanovich. And it's Wiggins missing. Timeout called the Pacers. They're behind by 2. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And it all comes down to this. Still enough time on the clock that they should be able to get a real good look.
My question is, will they go for the 2 to tie or 3 to win?
There's 10 seconds left in the game. Deflects the pass. Young. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
How about the calm calm demeanor of Thaddeus Young. Big moment, no problem.
Minnesota calls timeout. Here's Wiggins. Oh, off target. Oh, couldn't sink the shot, and we're going to overtime. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. Well, if you're just joining us, this one has been a great one. We've got overtime action now, folks. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Indiana. Bogdanovich outside at the 3 with Young down at power forward. Collison and Oladipo are the guard set. And it's Turner in at the center position. Looking to end his cold spell. And the shot goes in. Turner's got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
I'll tell you, there's nights where it looks like Miles Turner is unguardable, capable of scoring in the paint, even with the defense draped all over him.
To take the lead, and Gibson sends it back. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Wiggins with the ball, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, he spent 1 year in college at Kentucky, yet Karl Anthony Towns has made such a smooth transition to the NBA. His ascension, guys, has been really remarkable.
The free throw drops for Towns. And Towns drops them both.
I tell you, as good as he is at the line, it allows him to invite contact when he's down low.
Collison the pass to Turner. Oladipo outside. Over Rose. That's short off the rim.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Out left to the wing. Here's Teague. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. Teague's got 4 points this quarter.
I'll tell you, how about a high percentage opportunity from Jeff Teague? As a scorer, you love to get those easy ones.
Pacers trail by 4. Collison kicks to Young. Turner with the screen. And Young, here we go, inside. Tries from 7. Count it, good. 10 points for Miles Turner. Minnesota shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Teague, the pass to Wiggins. Towns, the screen. And that one's good. Wiggins has got 26 points.
Well, nice decision on the pick and roll. Wiggins getting his own offense within the flow.
Down low, Turner. No good on that one. Towns with the defensive effort.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
That's simply not aggressive enough. Needs to show grit and determination, and didn't on that one.
Outside Turner from downtown, but they'll get another chance.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession. Just what they were hoping for. A little more time off the clock.
And he makes that one.
Wow, Miles Turner understanding it's my time because it's big time.
Towns, the screen. Teague hits to Wiggins. Pass to Gibson. Young with the steal. 3-on-3. In the corner, Collison with it. Indiana moving the ball around. Oladipo dishes to Turner. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Teague kicks to Towns. And he uses the glass on the layup. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
How about the calm demeanor of Towns? Well made for pressure situations.
Stolen by Rose. And now Rose running the floor all by himself. Count that one. And it's a 6-point Minnesota lead.
Kevin, that is unbelievable. One of the best big shot makers this game has ever seen.
Oladipo, the pass to Young. Great D that time from Gibson.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Oladipo. It falls, and now they trail by just 4.
Oladipo, big time moment. That's my moment.
Rose kicks to Towns. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Turner. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
And Oladipo, here we go. So it's the Timberwolves now. Here's Teague. That's another rebound.
Rebound after rebound after rebound.
Oh, GA, he is crashing the glass with energy. I love it. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
And already a leader at such a young age. Towns' teammates look to him to anchor them on both ends, and he has not disappointed.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
And the Pacers call time here. They're down by 7. 24 seconds left to play in the first overtime. And the Pacers with possession here. Bogdanovich passes to Young. With the putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
There's such confidence and belief and faith in his offensive arsenal that Karl Anthony Towns makes it look easy on that end.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. 16 seconds left in the first overtime. Holiday with the 3. Laces one from 3.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
You simply got to push through that, right? You need to at least contest the shot. Otherwise, he's going to knock it down.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, guys, that'll seal it for sure, right? Terrific job keeping his concentration and knocking those down.
Right side, Collison. Nails the tray.
Wow, Collison unafraid. Game hanging in the balance, no problem.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game. And so the Timberwolves take the win, and they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Andrew, an impressive win for you guys. How will you look back on tonight?
It feels great, I think the whole team played great. We shared the ball, we grabbed rebounds, we made big possessions, so I think it was a great game.
Hey, Andrew, congrats again. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.